babies die earlier into mortality. Why do we march? Because the media stereotypes us. We're projected as less intelligent than we are, less hard-working than we work, less patriotic than we are, and more violent than we are.
Well, the march was necessary because it addressed a lot of issues that we have not really expounded on, we didn't think about. And it brought back to our attention a lot of the things that are affecting us that we need to address.
During that particular time, 10 years ago, the climate in the country, particularly with respect to African-American males, had gotten to a fever pitch.
The death toll on our people was tremendous. In 91 alone, right here in Chicago, in that year, we had 870-something odd homicides, and 80% of those were black African-American men.
I mean, things were not going good at all. People were angry. You talking about domestic violence was up. Teen pregnancy up. Everything, drug use up.
You remember Rodney King, that situation had flared up. We had been bombarded with the O.J. Simpson trial.
A divide in this country wider. And to me, it was like the Colonel Commission report had triple whatever it had to say about America being two nations, one black, one white, one rich, one poor, unequal and divided.
Coupled to that with the fact that African-American males had been portrayed by the media as being either pimps, hustlers, abusers of their children, misusers of their women and their wives, just kind of the scum of the earth.
It just gave a bad image to black people, period, in the inner cities of America.
So that march was to put the government on notice and also to tell us that there are some things that we can't look at the government, that we need to look at self, that we gotta do in our own personal life, in the life with our families, and the life with our community.
Time for black men to stand up and be men, take their rightful place in the world.
It was the largest demonstration in American history, not just the largest black demonstration. It was the largest demonstration in American history, the most disciplined demonstration in American history, and the most spirit-filled. Spirit-filled. The Million Man March was God-centered. God-centered.
I think the Million Man March was important because it was a wake-up call to all the African-American brothers in this nation that have not really thought about a lot of the issues that was addressed on that day.
It was important because it was on time.
The march was important at several different levels. At the universal level, it was important because there was a need for African-American males in this country to come together to fess up, if you will, some of the things that we had been doing collectively and individually that had not been at our best. Number one, to reconcile those with each other, with one another, reconcile with our family, reconcile with our children, and then go away with a sense of responsibility that we would do better in our communities.
I started using crack in probably 1987 was when I started using crack. I started using cocaine first in 1984. After the Million Man March, I wanted to become a part of the solution rather than to continue to be a part of the problem. It took 5 treatment programs that led up to 1995 that led to the Million Man March that allowed me to stop after I witnessed and saw what I saw at the Million Man March and hearing what I heard at the Million Man March that allowed me to change my life, especially with what Minister Farrakhan was asking us to do on that mall, that we would not do anything to hurt or to harm ourselves or others. And now it's been 10 years since that time. And I'm thankful to God that I have not used drugs or alcohol in that 10-year period of time. And I'm sober today, and I'm glad to be sober, and I'm grateful to God that I have not picked up and don't have no desire to use drugs or alcohol or smoke cigarettes today as a result of my attending the Million Man March 10 years ago. And I feel like a free man. I don't feel like a slave no more. Not a slave to drugs and alcohol, a slave to self-hatred. I feel a sense of freedom today.
What's a million men do? I'll tell you this. A million men, we must change our lives. Slave masters never retire. Slaves have to change their lives and become ambitious. Pimps never retire. The prostitute never gain an inheritance. Oppressors never retire in their past. Must change their